Coming at you with 110 sales this week, average sales price of $45 per order. I'm going to talk to you about a couple things before we get into all the sales. The first item I'm going to talk to you about, this is from a brand called Gurmichi. I just picked these up at a Plato's Closet. They are new with tags. I paid about 10 bucks. I thought I have heard of the brand, but I know I've never bought it before. So I went ahead, looked it up. It seemed decent, but I didn't realize till I got home how good it was. So I listed these for $100 and they sold in one day. And if you have like some vintage stuff, you can get like up to 80 bucks for some of the items. So look out for this brand. Their logo is like this little running guy. It looks like the Insane Clown Posse logo, if you know what that is. Also a bolo for that if you see Insane Clown Posse hockey jerseys.
Oh my god! Wow!
Next item I want to talk about. This is from a brand called Outdoor Research. A little bit more popular. You might have heard of it. This is what one of their logos looks like. Just OR. There's a brand called Outdoor Products that is not good. It's just a rip-off of this brand. So Outdoor Research. This is one we're looking for. I specifically wanted to talk about what this item is. This like hooded insulated vest. So if you see like a insulated puffer vest that has a hood on it, you need to look it up because you can get brands like I think I saw Mark New York one that sold for like 40 bucks or something. You can sell some pretty crappy brands for good money in that item. So let's go look at all the sales for this week. All right, y'all know I don't make a habit out of doing this, but I'm gonna ask you this one time because I'm getting really close to 1,000 subscribers. Look at this. I've got like 70% of y'all, 70% of my watch hours on all of my videos come from people that are not subscribed to my channel. So if you can please just check really quick, see if you are subscribed. If not, if you can consider it, I would appreciate it. I'm not going to ask you again for a while. I just want to be able to monetize my channel. So let's get into these sales. So for these 2 weeks, I've got 110 sales, averaging 45 bucks per sale. So let's go look. Okay, so this video was almost an hour long, so I had to cut out a lot more than I expected. So we're starting around a $30 sales mark. So apologies if you wanted to see everything below that, but it was just too long, so I cut it out. This was interesting. I don't get a lot of surf stuff since I'm in the middle of the country. But this Billabong surf capsule jacket, comps weren't super great, but it was 7 bucks. I listed for like 37 and got an offer of 30, so I think that's a pretty good sale. 7 into 30. I like it. Polo, I mean, anytime I see polo with this much stuff going on, I'm all for it. Love it. Super cool. 32 bucks. I love vintage Gap too. I don't know if you guys can tell from my sales, but I love vintage Gap so much, especially some wool cargo pants. These are cool. So these were only $5 at a Goodwill for some reason, so pick that up. I didn't even look up the comps. I just knew I loved them, so I picked them up. I got these at the same Goodwill at the same day. How cool. Peter Millar, if you play golf, you know that these are divot tools. It's just something you use in golf. So cool little pattern there. I think that helps sell it for sure. If this was just like a plain color, I would not have picked this up because they priced this at 13 bucks. But you know, cool print, so I could do it. This is an okay brand. I would look it up if you see it. Every time I've picked this up, it has sold fast for me. I have gotten comments from people saying that this brand doesn't do as well for them. So be careful about whatever model you're picking up, I guess. New with tags, Nike pants. I mean, come on. I think we're all going to look that up, right? J. Crew. Okay, so this is a modern jacket. If you find the vintage version of this, you're getting 50 plus for it. It's called an anorak jacket. It's got that nice big square pocket on the middle as like the opening will be on the top. I've seen some where it's like Velcro, but the opening will be on the top. It's not going to be like the hoodie pockets where you go in from the side. So anorak jacket, love it. I think it's just a beautiful piece. It sold pretty fast for 32 bucks. Paid 10. Polo Ralph Lauren. The big takeaway here is their camo cargo shorts. You can sell camo cargo shorts in a lot of brands. So I think I've sold camo cargo shorts from the brand George, and you know, obviously, or no, I think they were just like modern Old Navy. I don't know, something not great, but they still sold fast. So I have a pair of shoes that says Bowerman Track Club on them, so I looked this up. I still don't even know what it is, to be honest. It's just some Nike thing. But this hoodie, for some reason, had some demand, so 35 bucks. I don't remember what I paid. Old inventory. I'm trying to clear my shoes out. I want nothing to do with shoes at this point, to be honest with you. Uh, North Face women's downfield vests have a great sell-through rate. So this one was messed up. This is one of the pockets had a zipper that was off the track. This still sold within like 2 days for 36 bucks. So I love that. This brand, where is it? This little logo down here. This is a brand called Gurun Bros. They make a lot of these hats. It's called the Farm Collection, where there's some patch with an animal on the front. Some of them have sayings. Actually, you can see this one. It just says beaver, but some of them there'll be like a donkey and it'll say like smart ass on it. So some of them can go for good money. Some of them aren't really worth anything. This one was new with tags. I don't think I showed that. So it's funny. The price on here is 28 bucks, but listed this for 60. Someone offered me 40. I was like, 40 bucks for a hat sounds good to me. So I'll go ahead and take that. A little Polo Ralph Lauren elbow patches. If you see any unique feature on a Polo Ralph Lauren, go ahead, look it up. Mugsy jeans. You've probably heard me say this multiple times, but there'll always be a nice shiny button on the front. And then if you're flipping through the rack, looking at the back side, nice big blue patch. So it doesn't matter. Either way you're going, there's going to be something standing out. Super easy to find. Love those. This was a great style. I don't think I did great photos for the cover. They still sold for like 37 or something. Just super cool. I love the wash on these. The patch is super cool too. I love that. So what is that? 37 bucks. I think I listed them for 50. So Viore. Let me know if you guys would pay. What was it? I think I paid like $16 for these. Are you paying $16 to sell something for 40? Let me know. This one did have the tag in it. So I was able to just look up the V number on here, pulled up the model. If it didn't have the tag, I would have been a lot more hesitant to pick it up just because of the work that goes into finding the model. And if you don't have the model name in your listing, you're not going to get as much money. So having all that made me very confident because the sell-through rate on this model, super good. Polo Ralph Lauren, big old size, 3XB. If you see a big size Polo Ralph Lauren, pick it up for sure. Especially these hoodies. They always do good for me. This is another super old item. I recently started promoting all my listings. When my markdown sale ended, I just didn't renew the markdown sale and I started promoting. So I've been selling a lot of old stuff for either full price or like an aggressive offer. But the offer was for more money than whatever it was on the markdown sale. So I've been really enjoying the promoted listings recently. Love it. Travis Matthew, not a great brand for golf polos, but if you find some outerwear like a hoodie, I love the full zip hoodies personally. It can be pretty good stuff. So $25 is a little bit on the cheaper end. This did have a hole in it though, just a little tiny burn hole. But some of the models, I think I've sold like a new one for like 80 bucks before, so pretty good. Vintage socks. If you see vintage socks or vintage underwear that is 100% cotton, it's probably going to have some value to it. So these were like $1 a piece at my Goodwill, and I got a bunch of them. So it was nice. People are buying a lot of like quantity orders, so helps me save on the shipping. Very good. Got these Viore pants. Same time I got that other pair just a couple sales ago. Also had the tag. There it is. Where is it? V416. Both of those sold super fast within a couple days each. So Birkenstocks, surprisingly, so these are men's 15. Surprisingly, these had a good sell-through rate. Super cool. More Mugsy jeans. I just told you guys how to look those up. Grayson, so this is a golf brand. Some of the polos don't do good. If it has a cool pattern, can do very good. I've sold a Grayson polo for $40 before, pre-owned. Now these are some sweatpants, which is weird because you wouldn't think of this as like a golf item. But I noticed the Grayson tag. I was like, ooh, very interested. They were only $5. Looked them up. They even had this custom embroidery. And obviously they sold for 42 bucks, and they sold super quick too, so be on the lookout for that. More 511. These were new with tags. I got these at the same store I got the Viore pants on, all in the same day. So that was all at a Plato's Closet. If you don't go to Plato's Closet, please do. Plato's Closet's been I've been working it into my rotation a lot more. It's been helping my sales. So if you see Champion working with any brand, just look it up. So Champion in Land's End here. Super vintage pants, made in USA. These even had some flaw in the back going on. There's a hole in the butt. It's like right over here somewhere. Right in the middle of the butt. Yeah, a little hole. So I listed these on the cheaper end and they still sold for 40 bucks. So you can get a little bit more if they're in good shape. Look at this. Oh, what have I been talking about this whole time? Maine USA Russell Athletic. Again, this basic hoodie. I paid $5 for this. It's so unassuming that they're just putting it out for cheap. But sold it for 42 bucks. Very nice. Polo Ralph Lauren. I thought this jacket was kind of ugly, and I was a little worried about picking it up, but I'm glad I trusted my gut and just did it anyways, because it sold for 42 bucks. Built pants. Got these out of Plato's. I had these for a while, so I don't remember how much I paid for them, but 45 bucks sounded fair. Little vintage Gap. I love this. When the letters on the Gap tag are a little bit taller than normal, like they look like they're kind of stretched out tall, usually a good sign that it's older. So, yeah, good item. Sorry, this is a like a varsity tennis sweater. Both good keywords to use. Just when there's this big like the contrast V-neck, usually some cable knit will be on the sweater as well. So 45 bucks. I love it. Dixon brand. You probably know about Dixon at this point. Most of them will have this giant tag in the back collar. Let's see if we can zoom out. So you can see how big that tag is. So it's going to stick out. You're going to find it. Sometimes people will cut those tags out. So even if that tag's not there, there will be a little chest logo. And then also, let's see if I have a picture. The buttons, some of them only say Dixon Flannel Company like this, and then some of them will say Dixon, and then it will say the model name of the shirt. So that's something I'm do if I'm looking through a rack of like long sleeves. I don't want to flip through it. I'll just look and see if any of the buttons have that contrast writing on them, so I can find a Dixon flannel sticking out like that. Polo RLX. So this is a little hybrid jacket. That's where like the front part is like a puffer material, and then the sleeves are just normal. Usually a style that does pretty good for me, especially in golf stuff for some reason. So when I found this on the rack, I wasn't sure if it was men's or women's. So I scanned this little QR code, and it took me to the website, and I found out that this was a women's piece. So just a little tip if you're not sure. You should check that out before you list your item. More vintage Gap. This is more like Y2K era Gap. So not all of the old Gap stuff has the year on the tags, but the Y2K era, they did put the year on the tag. So this one, I believe this is from 02. I'm not used to the tags looking like this, but could also be 05. Not sure. Usually they look different, but anyways, sorry. Let me get back to the front here. I just thought this was really beautiful. This has like hoodie pocket, side inches, and the zip top on it. I really love the color mostly though, so I listed this for 60 bucks. Eventually got an offer for 45, so I'll take that. Very fair. This is an old listing, all the way back to 1500. These are just some basic Peter Millar performance pants. One of the items from Peter Millar that still do pretty good. I'm really looking for these performance pants or like outerwear from them. Either that or there has to be like some high-end golf brand on a polo. A lot of golf stuff today. Look at this. Zero Restriction, another golf brand. Zero Restriction vests have been doing super good for me. So this one happened to be reversible. This is what the logo looks like if you're not familiar. A lot of them do have the style names on them. Or the style codes, sorry. I think W352 would be it on this one. Some of them will just have like a little long skinny tag. There'll be a whole lot of digits, and it'll say like dash, and then like Z whatever. So just kind of mess around with the numbers. You'll find it eventually, hopefully. Little North Face. This is super old. 311. This is just as old as the Mickey jersey. This is my old setup, by the way. I don't know if you can tell. This is like a super cheap. It's like a presentation board. Like if you were making like a science fair project for like third grade or something, you like those the fold out boards. I got like two of those, and I like reinforced the back of it. And then I wrapped it with this white. What is this? I got this at a thrift store for a couple bucks. It was like a mattress liner for like old people that like pee themselves. I just wrapped it around the presentation board, and then I put a hanger on it. So this is what I was doing when I wasn't doing clothing full time. Terrible setup. The photos looked so bad, but it worked. So uh, if you don't do a lot of eBay and you're like, ooh, should I do it? Just start doing it. Just go. You don't need to be perfect. You can make sales with your, adult pea mattress liner. Anyways, 50 bucks. This was discounted all the way down to I think $20, and then like I said, that markdown sale ended and I just started promoting listings instead, and that helped this stuff for full price, 50 bucks. Sold via promoted listing. Love that. That made me so happy. All right, this item, I walked past this. I remember walking past it because I thought it was just gonna be like a random Target hoodie. Um, I was kind of intrigued by all the colors going on, so I came back to it. I saw the tag. It's like Tomboy X. I've never heard of this. Um, Eventually find out it's worth a little money. So I don't remember how much I paid, but obviously sold for 50 bucks. So pretty good. Little vintage Nike center swoosh hoodie. So you can see this little swoosh down here. The best Nike center swoosh hoodies will have this small little swoosh mark, but it will be right up here underneath. It'll be like right there. Right there. Um, yeah, those can go for hundreds. I was looking yesterday. There was one that sold. It was like a vintage Nike brown hoodie with that little swoosh mark right there. Sold for 650 bucks. So keep a lookout for that. Yeah, not all of them are good though. There are modern ones that are not worth anything. So make sure you're careful. Look up your model numbers, stuff like that. Random leather bag. This was new at tags, so I looked it up. I was super excited to find these. I don't find a lot of diesel jeans. These are so nice. Nice bootcut model too. And usually, even when I do find them, my Goodwills will price them for like 22 bucks. So it's like, I never even get the chance to try this brand. Very rarely get to pick it up. So, got very lucky this time. They only wanted 5 bucks for them. I don't know why. Usually they don't even price jeans at 5. Usually they start at like 9 something. So I don't know what was going on. It did look like there was some alteration though. Let me find it. It looked like they undid the hem and then like redid it shorter. Not shorter. Like not that they made the pants shorter. Like they rolled the hem out more so that the pants would be just slightly longer. So I don't know. Is this normal? This looks weird to me. Or maybe they just hemmed them down and they just did a bad job. I don't know. Either way, these still sold for 50 bucks. So I was so excited when I found this jacket. Like I was saying, I thought that this jacket was going to be worth like 100 plus when I found it. I was so excited. And I was really confused because so I hadn't been to this Goodwill in over a week, and I looked at the tag when I found it, and this had been sitting on the rack for 6 days when I found it. So like, I think this looks so beautiful. Even if it was a no-name brand, I probably would have bought it. I just think it's super cool. Old Talon zipper there. This is why no one bought it, because the tag is super worn. But I was able to read that this said Bagash. I was like, okay, I think there's only one brand that could be. And then I just went down, I looked in the inside. Look, it's Oshkosh Bagash. Who would have guessed? I saw it said Union Made Sanforized. I was like, Sanforized is just like an old timey way to say pre-shrunk, basically. See, I think Sanforization started in the 30s, and then I think they stopped saying it in like the 70s. So that's about the timetable you're looking for. I think there are some modern stuff will say it just because they want to look old, but most of the stuff will fall in between the 30s and the 70s. It did have a removable liner and the sleeves were shredded on it. So that probably hurt the value a tiny bit, but still super cool jacket. It's a very nice collector's piece, I think. So 49 bucks. Someone else agreed with me. Vintage Levi's. Come on now. Like 505's Made in USA and new at tag. I love when I can find the old retail tags and just look at them. Super cool. Look, they got a deal. These were 46 bucks back in the day, and I only, with all that inflation, I only charge them 55. That's a deal. You're welcome. All right, vintage Patagonia, old bomber jacket. My Goodwill wanted like 30 bucks for this, and they like had it hanging up behind the counter. No one wanted to pay 30 bucks, so this did go down to 50% off, and I was okay paying 15 bucks for it because I knew I'd sell it. So I think the size tag was not in this. Oh no, there it is. Medium, Made in USA. So style code's on there somewhere. I was super faded, so it took me a couple guesses to figure it out, but 60 bucks. We got there. We made it. You guys have already seen these multiple times. Outer Known blanket shirt. Picked these up at Marshall's for 25 bucks, so retail arbitrage. Sold it for 60. I think I listed it for 70. Or wait, what is this one? I might have listed this one for 60 because it was size small. I don't remember. Got this at Uptown Cheapskate. What was this? They were having a sale on jackets where it was 40% off. So I ended up paying like $12 or something for this. Ooh, did y'all hear that? This is a Nike Tech Fleece hoodie. You have to be careful because these do get faked. Speaking of that, I actually saw a fake one the other day. It was hanging up at the same Goodwill where I found that Patagonia jacket. I saw it sticking out. I was like, oh, can I see that jacket? She got it down. The second she like pulled it down and I could see the size tag, I knew it was fake. It was so bad. It was like it's supposed to have this white Nike tag. It had a very like wide, fat black Nike tag. It was like this is not even close. So be careful. Make sure you do a little bit of research. Make sure your tags are right. Make sure the style code lines up at least. So stuff like that. 60 bucks. It sold super fast too. One day. Another Dixon flannel. Let's see. Oh, this one also has the Dixon Flannel Co. buttons. This is so cool. I thought this was super neat. This is a very cropped, like a polo jeans. It's like a modern take on a chore coat. So it's got the little like game pocket in the back. It's got like the cinched drawstring on it. Super cool. Corduroy collar. Gotta love that. 65 bucks. Alright, this golf brand, I've had terrible luck with. I picked up a couple of their polos. They just sat and sat and sat. Honestly, I don't even know if they've sold. But, so not a brand I like, really. But I've never found outerwear from them before. So when I found this vest, I was excited. These vests were selling like 60, 80 bucks. So I listed it for 80, I think. Took an offer 65. And I swear I've seen this logo before. I just could not remember or figure out what it was. So if you know what that logo is, please tell me. I'm pretty sure it was in a Big Yumbo video once. I think he found a hoodie with that logo. It's driving me nuts. So these pants, super nice. I paid 16 bucks for these. Someone took these out of the women's section at Goodwill and then they left them in the men's section. So you're kind of a jerk for doing that, but I do appreciate you anyways. Prois is the brand. They make women's hunting gear, and it's pretty nice. At least it looks like it. I could not find anything on the tags that said like what model this was, so I just kind of had to like look at all of them and figure it out. So, but 60 bucks, nice, good sale. I'll do it again. Uptown Cheapskate. I gotta take a drink for this one. Uptown Cheapskate sent me a text and they said, all of our pants are 40% off today. Come shop our pants. So I go and I shop their pants. I get another pair, and what I didn't know at the time was there was also a clearance sale, and I'd picked up a pair of pants that was 60% off on the clearance sale. So I was checking out, and the price seemed like it was a couple dollars higher than what it was supposed to be, but I was like, maybe I just did the math wrong. I don't know. Didn't really think anything of it because this was like right before Christmas, so I was trying to do Christmas stuff. Eventually, I realized they sent me that text about the 40% off stuff, and then they didn't even give me the 40% off these pants. But the other pants were 60% off, so it kind of like closed the gap on the discrepancy there. So it made it close enough that I didn't realize there was something wrong at the time. So yeah, why would you send me a text saying there's 40% off and then not automatically apply it? You know, like they make you put in like your phone number for the loyalty rewards. It's like, why do I have to mention that I got a text if I'm signed up for the text and you make me give you my phone number at checkout? I don't get it. So I paid $35 for these. Shouldn't have paid $35. I should have paid $20, but still made profit because they sold for 62. Rant over. That's why Uptown Cheapskate is better than that's why Plato's Closet's better than Uptown Cheapskate. So, anyways, speaking of Plato's Closet, I got these pants at Plato's Closet. So they had these Patagonia pants and then the matching jacket, and they were selling them as a set for $30, I think. And then I had like my loyalty rewards for 20% off. So I paid $24 for the set. So we'll just say I paid $12 for these. Just looked up the style code. That was it. These pants were like 2 ounces. It's just like a water resistant like shell for like hikers or someone that's like camping or something. So $70, and these sold super fast too. So nice. Whew. All right. Another Undertone blanket shirt. This one was really cool. Like, such a great color. Better size, so it sold for $70 this time. Oh, and here's the matching jacket that I got. So, jacket sold for $80. So, for $24, I get what, $150 in sales? Pretty good. Shout out Plato's Closet. New Tags Polo. I'm sure you guys are looking this up if you found it too. It's all the way up here because it's international, but $47 still a good sale. Paid $13 for that at a Goodwill. If you find new tag stuff, make sure you're still checking it for defects, because sometimes new tag stuff will get damaged at a store or something and they'll just donate it. So do not get caught slipping. That has happened to me before. I showed you this in the beginning, Outdoor Research. Great item, sold for $80. If you just see any like insulated vest with a hood on it, please look it up. Seriously, like a coup. I know a coup I thought was a really bad brand, but apparently there's some good stuff. So $52 for an Aku one surprises me. You'll see a lot of Polo, does pretty good. Shot $88, but Shot can be decent. Like Sean John though, every time I look up Sean John, terrible. This sold for $35. There's one comp on here that took me by surprise. I'm trying to find. Timberland, decent, $30. Some of these Polo ones go crazy, $85, and that's on a bid too. Where are you? Gosh, man, it's down here. Keep going. Vintage Polo, $175, $120. Holy cow. There it is. Mark New York, dude. $40? Are you serious? For Mark New York? Mark with a C? Where's the tag, bro? This dude, Mark New York? $40? Like, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't feel like I am. Anyways, where was I? Patagonia. Got this at Uptown Cheapskate as well on the day that I got scammed into buying those pants. This was $35, I think. So, sold it for $80 though. So, I like that. Would you guys pay $35 to sell for $80? Let me know. Got this at the same Uptown Cheapskate, but on a different day. Got it on the jacket day. Although they did not discount this. They did not classify it as being a jacket. What do you guys think? I don't know. Is this a jacket to you or no? Let's see. I put jacket in the title. I think I should have got a discount. They didn't give it to me though. So I paid $30. Sold it for $85. This sold within like 2 hours. Super good model. If you see Let's see. This Patagonia, this very small Patagonia tag, that means it's very recent. When was this made? Yeah, fall of 24. Super recent. So if you see that little tag, make sure you're taking the time to look it up, even if the thrift store has it priced up, because some of it super good. 85 bucks, man. So good. Alright, Plato's will not be outdone. Got this at a Plato's. I think I paid $20 for this. Yeah, I want to say they tagged it at 25 and then I had 20% off. So I think I paid 20. I took an offer for 60 bucks. I think I had it listed at 80. So, good sale. Sold within like a week or two. I love it. And then Gramici pants. Man, the international buyers are really showing up recently. Is it like 3 in my top 5? Anyways, the Gramici pants. Oh, don't let me forget to put that Insane Clown Posse thing on there. Let's just look it up real quick. Sorry, we'll talk about Gramici in a second. I guess I'll do this. Ooh, let me do Hatchet Man. I think they call it Hatchet Man. Oh, is that how you spell it? Or is it just... How do you spell Hatchet? Oh, it is with a T. Oh, I played myself. No, why did I do that? Ah, that was the logo I was looking for. This logo right here. If you see, I mean, obviously all of these hockey jerseys are good. Yeah, this little guy running with the thing. Is that really that logo? Yeah, it looks like they meant to steal that. I don't know. It looks pretty dang similar. But yeah, look, like 150, 120. This one says bootleg. Still got a best offer on 85. 294, 200, 120. Yeah. Keep an eye out for that for sure. Anyways, these pants. I mean, what is there to say? You see something new with tags, especially from a brand you don't recognize, just look it up. So, 99 bucks. Got these at a Plato's. Plato's beating Uptown Cheapskate every single time. They were tagged 12 bucks, had 20% off for my loyalty rewards. So, paid like 10 bucks plus tax or something. Thanks for watching. Ooh, long video. Sorry about it, but please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.